California real estate is cracking, and in 2025, some cities may flat out collapse. The Golden State's housing boom is hitting a wall of reality. Exploding inventories, stalled demand, brutal interest rates, and buyers that have simply had enough. From millionaire beachfronts to inland tech towns, the warning lights are flashing. Homes are sitting longer, price cuts are stacking, investors are bailing, and even luxury sellers are begging for offers. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 California cities where home prices could crash hard in 2025. This isn't hype, it's backed by real trends, market signals, and early warning signs the headlines won't tell you. If you care about housing, investing, or just love some brutal market truth, this is your wake-up call. So buckle up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Discover the Nation right now. Let's dive into California's real estate unraveling, city by city.
Number 10. Santa Cruz, where redwoods meet the sea, is seeing its housing market slow way down. Median home prices, once over $1.3 million, have dipped about 3.8%. Inventory is up 50%, and homes are sitting 40-50 days, often without serious offers. The problem? Income levels haven't kept pace. A typical mortgage now requires $5,000 per month, pricing out locals. Even remote tech workers are pulling back. Popular areas like Seabright and Westside are seeing stalled listings and quiet pullbacks. Add in coastal erosion risks, rising insurance costs, and an unstable rental market, and you've got a real slowdown brewing. For years, Santa Cruz was a coastal stronghold. Now, it's a place where deals are made, not demanded. Number 9. Palm Springs. Palm Springs was once a second-home gold mine, but now the heat is gone. Prices have dropped 3.2%, and homes sit 30-40 days unsold. Inventory is up. Airbnb restrictions are spooking investors. Luxury zones like Indian Wells and Vista Las Palmas are taking multiple price cuts. Buyers who bought in 2021, many are cash flow negative today. Tightened vacation rental rules, rising fire insurance, and utility costs are driving down returns and enthusiasm. Even mid-century modern gems aren't moving without deep discounts or incentives. If you're into real estate truths like this, now's the perfect time to subscribe and stay sharp for the next housing move. Number 8. Venice Beach. Venice Beach, the quirky beachside darling turned tech magnet, is fading fast. Prices are down 4.6% in a year. Inventory is climbing. Homes near Abbot Kinney and the Venice canals sit for 50-60 days, often with multiple price drops. The short-term rental gold rush? Over. Tech layoffs and rising crime have cooled the buying frenzy. Rent control fears are also keeping investors cautious. Now, even luxury homes are offering seller credits, flexible terms, and furniture incentives to attract interest. The vibe has shifted from FOMO to caution. Number 7. Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara, usually untouchable, has finally hit a ceiling. Prices remain high, but demand is cooling. Listings are up and buyer traffic is way down. Neighborhoods like Montecito and the Mesa are still commanding seven-figure price tags, but homes are sitting far longer than expected. Why? Because even wealthy buyers are being picky. With 7% mortgage rates, a $2 million home means $12,000 plus monthly just for the loan. We're seeing high-end listings get relisted, pulled, or slashed by hundreds of thousands. Santa Barbara may never crash, but it's quietly correcting. And for buyers waiting in the wings, 2025 might be your shot. Number 6. Sacramento. Sacramento, the pandemic-era darling, is coming back to earth. Median home prices have slipped to $495,000, down 2.5%. Inventory is up 46%, and 36% of listings now have price cuts. Areas like Elk Grove, Natomas, and Rancho Cordova are seeing slower traffic and deeper discounts. The buyer frenzy is over. So what happened? The affordability equation has broken. At today's 7% mortgage rates, the average monthly cost for a median home is about $3,800, well beyond what most local households can sustain. Sacramento's economy, largely driven by government jobs and healthcare, simply doesn't offer the wage growth needed to support these rising costs. Even Bay Area transplants, once the fuel for Sacramento's boom, are retreating. Bidding wars have vanished, listings linger, and those shiny new builds in suburban corridors, many are being offered with steep incentives, including rate buydowns and full appliance packages. Some homes are sitting unsold for 60-plus days, unheard of just 2 years ago. Agents are reporting more cancellations and tougher negotiations as buyers regain leverage. This city, once the poster child for post-pandemic migration, is now at a standstill. And hey, if you're serious about spotting market shifts before they go mainstream, hit subscribe to Discover the Nation right now. 2025 could be Sacramento's year for buyers who know where to look and how to play the game. Number 5. San Jose. San Jose, the undisputed tech capital, has hit a serious wall. Prices are down about 3.1%, and properties are sitting longer, especially condos and mid-range single-family homes that once flew off the market. The reasons are clear. Tech layoffs, shrinking stock options, vanishing IPOs, and return-to-office mandates are all dampening demand. Even upscale areas like Almaden Valley and Willow Glen are seeing markdowns. Gone are the days of multiple offers and 100K bidding wars. Today, it's sellers chasing the market and buyers calling the shots. Many of the homes bought at peak pricing in 2021 are being relisted at losses. Open houses that once buzzed with energy are now quiet, with visitors taking notes, not making offers. Appraisal gaps are frequent, and buyers are using every trick in the book, asking for credits, repairs, or even seller-financed deals. Meanwhile, investor demand has stalled. Rental yields have softened, and insurance premiums are eating into margins. And with rising property taxes and a cooling job market, the San Jose equation just isn't adding up. If you've been waiting to make a move in Silicon Valley, this is your window. Bell, and if real estate trends matter to you, be sure to subscribe to Discover the Nation. We're breaking down the shifts before anyone else. San Jose isn't falling off a cliff, but it's definitely adjusting. And 2025 is shaping up to be the year where smart buyers reclaim the power. Number 4. Malibu. Even Malibu, the crown jewel of coastal luxury, is blanking. Median home prices dropped over 24% year over year, landing near $1.4 million. Inventory is swelling, listings are lingering. Homes in Carbon Beach and Broad Beach that once fetched massive premiums are now sitting for 60-plus days, with price cuts, buyer credits, and creative incentives. The luxury buyer pool is shrinking fast. Rising fire insurance premiums are hitting hard, with some policies tripling or being dropped altogether. The once bulletproof Malibu market is correcting. But it's more than economics, it's perception. High net worth buyers are now looking toward Texas, Florida, or even Montana, chasing tax relief and less regulation. Add in escalating utility bills, tougher building codes, and environmental zoning restrictions, and Malibu's real estate isn't just expensive, it's exhausting. Climate risks like wildfires and erosion are causing insurers and buyers to rethink their Malibu dream. Developers are slowing down, foreign investors have gone quiet. Even the rental market is softer, with luxury vacation homes seeing lower demand and higher vacancies. Some longtime owners are deciding to cash out before prices fall further. Others are waiting, hopeful for a spring bounce, but waiting may not pay. If you love dramatic market shifts, this is the kind of deep dive we do all the time. Subscribe to Discover the Nation for more powerful real estate breakdowns like this. Malibu isn't crashing, but the glitter is fading. And in 2025, the velvet rope is wide open for aggressive buyers. Number 3. San Francisco. San Francisco, long the heart of sky-high real estate, is feeling the squeeze.
Median prices are down to $1.12 million, a 3.5% drop, and some condo markets are down even more, particularly in Soma, Mission Bay, and the Tenderloin. Inventory has jumped 43%, and homes sit unsold for 45 to 50 days. Even in No Valley, Bernal Heights, and Pacific Heights, sellers are quietly relisting at lower prices. Remote work is the wild card. Why buy a cramped fixer-upper in SF when you can buy a 5-bedroom estate in Boise, Salt Lake City, or Charlotte for the same price? Headlines around homelessness, retail closures, and safety concerns are souring sentiment. Tech workers are hesitant, VC cash is drying up, and IPO buzz? Gone. The commercial sector is flashing red. Downtown office towers are half empty. Small businesses are struggling. Walkability, once San Francisco's badge of honor, is under threat. Even local realtors admit the market has changed. Price reductions, open house snacks, and interest rate buydowns are the new norm. The rental market is also showing stress, with thousands of high-rise units sitting vacant and rent growth flattening. And if you're serious about staying ahead of what's next in real estate, subscribe to Discover the Nation, where we break down trends others won't touch. San Francisco isn't collapsing, but the myth of unstoppable appreciation, that's gone. 2025 is a buyer's market, plain and simple.
Number 2. Los Angeles. Los Angeles, glamorous, sprawling, and outrageously expensive, is now under real pressure. Prices have softened by about 4%, but the deeper issue is affordability. With a median price near $900,000 and mortgage rates still hovering around 7%, the average monthly cost is north of $5,800, well out of reach for most Angelenos. Even prestigious zip codes like Silver Lake, Hollywood Hills, and Echo Park are seeing rising days on market and quiet price reductions. The luxury segment, softening. The mid-tier, stuck in limbo, and the investor class, getting cold feet. A growing number of sellers are offering creative perks, renovation stipends, HOA fee coverage, or closing cost credits just to keep deals alive. Behind the scenes, out-migration is accelerating. Families, fed up with housing costs and traffic, are moving to Phoenix, Vegas, or even Boise, chasing space and affordability. Rental yields are compressing. Landlords are seeing rising vacancies and pushback on rent hikes. Even Airbnb hosts are feeling the squeeze from LA's stricter short-term rental enforcement. The once red-hot housing scene is cooling across the board, and that shift is happening fast. And hey, if you're still watching and into bold, data-packed housing insights, now's the time to subscribe to Discover the Nation. You don't want to miss what's coming next. For years, the LA motto was buy now or be priced out forever. But in 2025, it's starting to look more like wait and win. Number 1. San Diego. San Diego, the city they said would never crash, is officially blinking. Median home prices are still hovering near $875,000, but the cracks are deep. Inventory has surged a stunning 61% year over year. Nearly 40% of listings have price cuts, and homes now sit for over 40 days on average, compared to less than 10 just 2 years ago. Here's the real problem. A 7% mortgage rate means monthly payments of over $6,000, but the average local income is just $85,000. That math doesn't work, and buyers know it. The market is showing fatigue. Tourism is cooling, tech-adjacent jobs are slowing, and Airbnb investors are being squeezed hard by new short-term rental regulations. Even elite areas like La Jolla, Del Mar, and Encinitas are showing signs of strain. Sellers are cutting prices multiple times. Condos downtown, rising vacancies, and aggressive concessions. In suburbs like Chula Vista, Oceanside, and Vista, panic is quietly setting in. Price cuts, open houses with no offers, new builds going unsold. And while San Diego still offers sunshine and coastal charm, buyers finally have breathing room. They're shopping around, making bold offers, and waiting for sellers to blink. If you want more deep dives into major market corrections across the US, now's the time to subscribe to Discover the Nation. We're watching it all, so you don't miss your moment. 2025 may be the most buyer-friendly year San Diego's seen since the Great Recession, and if you're ready, it might just be your time to strike.